All right, well, thanks a lot for staying with us. We are talking about keeping pace with Charleston, whether by foot, by bike, or even by bus. And that's the goal of Mike Seekings. Charleston City Councilman is in his 4th term and is passionate about transportation in Charleston. He serves as chairman of CARTA, the Charleston Area Regional Transportation Authority, and the Charleston Traffic and Transportation Committee. He's even stepped in as interim Cooper River Bridge Run race director. He did that for a period of time as well. His work continues to drive progress in Charleston's transportation future. Mike Seekings, thank you for making your way here.
Always a pleasure to be with you, Carol, and talk about all things low country. It's a really great time to be here.
And all things transportation, as you know these roads very well.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here, as you know, and a lot of people coming, so we want to try to keep things moving.
One of the ways that you do that, Mike, is with CARTA, the Charleston Area Regional Transportation Authority. Talk about some of the successes of CARTA and how you are working to get more people on buses so that there are fewer cars on the road.
So it's been really an honor to be the chairman of CARTA, which I've now been for 7 years. When I took over, we had literally the oldest fleet of buses in America.
In America, wow.
Our new buses serviced the 1996 Atlanta Olympics. So that's how old they were. We had buses out there rolling with 2 and 3 million miles on the odometer. So our first mission—
Literally million miles?
Literally.
Okay.
So our first mission was to replace the fleet to make sure it was efficient and safe and could actually be where it was supposed to be. So that has been accomplished pretty much, and we've gone to battery electric. So just modernizing the fleet, making it more reliable, and then looking at growth patterns in the low country and making sure we give people opportunity to succeed no matter how they choose to get around, including but not limited to public transportation.
So, Mike, you've made all of these improvements in terms of how the buses get around. What are you doing to make sure that people are actually on the buses? Is that still a challenge to get people motivated to move toward public transportation?
Well, it's always a challenge to make sure that you have balance in your community and you give people, like I said, that opportunity to succeed in mobility. And we at CARTA want to make sure that we're there to get people to where they want to go from where they're starting. And our numbers are growing precipitously. We keep a very close count. We run millions of people a year around the low country, and we're going to continue to grow as low country rapid transit comes online.
What are the demographics where you're seeing the most growth in terms of actual bus users?
Well, it's really across the board. Lots of transit dependent people, making sure we get people to work, get people to the hospital, to their doctors. But across the board, MUSC is a huge consumer of our services. They really don't have much parking, so we bring all the people on and off that campus. Lots of professionals, so it crosses the board, and more it's getting in our DNA. Transportation really isn't in the DNA of this part of the world, but it's changing really quickly.
Mike, are some people sometimes surprised by some of the services that you offer through CARTA in terms of those services that are specifically designed to help someone who might have difficulty getting downtown, let's say to a doctor's appointment?
Well, one of the things that we've done, you've probably seen it, is we've instituted CARTA on demand. So if you are over a certain age, meet a certain demographic, you actually can call Uber and Lyft, and we will subsidize that ride for you. That's been a game changer. That's really increased our traffic because it's much more convenient. So we try to get to the places where people want to go. And like I said, we listen to the public a lot, do lots of public outreach. And with low country rapid transit coming, that is going to change the face of how we get around the low country. And by the way, what the low country looks like, because once you get low country rapid transit out there and that corridor on Rivers Avenue and 52, we have transit-oriented development there. It's going to grow, and we'll be able to address housing as well. So you don't think about transportation and housing together, but they really go hand in hand.
What is the very latest on low country rapid transit that people need to know about, and when might they see some real development in that area?
So we are in the final design phases right now. We are effectively funded 100%. So you will see that break ground at the end of next year. It'll take about 3 years to build it out, and then we'll have a 21-mile dedicated transit lane running from Ladson to downtown Charleston. The first ever large-scale transportation project in the entire state of South Carolina.
All right, congratulations on that.
We're very excited about it.
Yeah, and Mike, finally, if people want to learn more about CARTA and the services, the best way to find that information?
RideCarta.com, lowcountryrapidtransit.com. We've got an app, the transit app, which shows you where our buses are in real time. So come out and ride with us. By the way, in the summer, we've got the Beach Reach running from Town Center out to the Isle of Palm. So lots of things happening at CARTA, just like a lot of things happening in our community.
All right, Mike Seekings, always good to see you, my friend. Thank you so much. And of course, we want you to stay right here with us. We have a lot more of News 2 at 4 right after a quick break.